get dangerous. It's about to get dangerous.
Coming to you live from the garage of my house. It's Minute on the Bay podcast. Yeah, it's your favorite dad, podcaster, comedian, bald guy, bearded guy, stretched out neck collar t-shirt guy, Alex Woody, and I'm live from the garage. It's the new studio. I got a Japanese co-host with me. Say hello to Toyota Camry. That's his full name. Well, I don't know if it's a he. Could be a she. But the tailpipe on her, it's huge. My other co-host, Mary Jane. Kids, don't do this. It's horrible for you. It's stupid. It's lame. It's horrible. Oh my god. And I'm angry. I want to share something with you guys. And let me know if you've, leave a comment if you've heard this. I put my garbage cans out in front of the house. Okay? Apparently, because someone in my household got a phone call that I put the cans out too close together and that they couldn't pick them up. They're full. What am I going to do for a week? You see the way I look? I'm putting a garbage bag out there every day. Cans, don't drink, kids. The other garbage, the non-recycle, food, don't eat, kids, please. And now I have to go a whole nother week because some lazy Italian guys didn't want to get out of the truck, scoot the cans a little far apart, and then use the claw to pick them up and dump them. No. They rather spend the time to call, because the same amount of time calling someone is the same amount of time you can get out and move them. And now I got these dumb wops, these dumb, greasy motherfuckers, because that's what they are. They're probably father fuckers, not taking my garbage. And now we got to suffer with bags piled up because these lazy, no good, pimple popping, pizza eating, greased hair, meatball up the ass guys don't want to do a little extra work. Guy, I don't want to shower, especially in the wintertime, but I do it because I don't want the people around me going, oh my God, you smell like an outhouse. I do it out of courtesy, Like I don't not shower, like you guys not picking up the garbage cans because you're fucking lazy. I don't not shower and smell like shit and let people have their day partly ruined because this sweaty, chubby guy who's also Italian, northern or better, decided not to shower. You know how hard it is to get out of the shower in the wintertime? It's freezing cold. I always feel like my nipples are gonna fall off. It's the most dreadful thing I look at for my day. That I have to get out and I'm huffing. When I get out, I'm drying myself off. It's tough, but I do it. I see an unlit joint, like right there you just saw, if you're watching, and I light it. Because it's rude to have a joint in your hand and have it not lit. I feel bad I can't share with you guys, but you're not here. Or I would. Bring it on, germs. It's good to share something with folks because it gets you ready for winter. You get some germs in your body. When I go do comedy, we pass this you know, guy off to one another, and I'm getting an Asian guy's germs, a black guy's germs, a trans germs. I'm ready for January. I'm ready for Orlando in December, guy. I am going to be fully prepared. Watch me get deathly sick. I am going to be fully prepared for Germ Central, which is Florida, which I'm going to in December. If I don't get eaten by alligators, if I laid on a beach at Disney World, an alligator would eat me too. They would actually probably get their friends. Hey, come on, let's sneak up on this guy. You could tell he's lit. And look at, he's got his both headphones in, not even paying attention. He thinks he's at a nice resort. Let's eat him. Oh my God. Can you just imagine just five alligators trying to take me down? I'm just screaming, oh my God. I don't. Do you ever think about what kind of scream or noise you'd make if you were being eaten? I'd probably swear a lot like, fuck, fuck. Damn it. My mom would be like on the beach, Alex, don't say those words. Mom, I'm being eaten by alligators right now. It's this is magic. Did the Chinese come up with marijuana? Who came up with this? Because it's brilliant, as the British would say. Everything's fucking brilliant to them. That was the curry chicken, brilliant. That was the fag, brilliant. I love cigarettes. That was the soccer match, brilliant. Is there anything not brilliant? Yeah, my wife. Huh? You too? Oh shit! Thing keeps going out because I keep talking. So I think you guys are on the same boat with these lazy Italians with the garbage. But I wanted to share something with you guys. Why I have you here still, before you go anywhere and start listening to Joe Rogan. Much better. Went on a walk in my neighborhood the other day. True story. After a big dinner, they say it helps you feel less full when you go on a walk after dinner. So I went, and I'm walking for a while, and out of the blue, cramps hit me. I think you know where this is going. I don't think you think this story is going to go to, oh, he jumped in a Ferrari and smoked a cigarette and shot a Japanese guy in the face to save the world. No, I think you guys know cramps, chubby guy. There is no Ferrari. There is no Mission Impossible. This is, well, it could turn into a Mission Impossible. Just wait. I'm not talking, cramps like I didn't drink enough water. I'm on the football field. Coach, keep me in. I'm talking about ate too much meat cramps. You ever get those? Or is that just a fat guy thing? I think it was ate too much food cramps. That's really what it is. Um, Doctors say listen to your body. I didn't. Vanity got to me. Come on, boy. Go for a walk. You want to look good for next summer. You want to look good for Orlando in December, guy. You're going to leave the family for a sex cult in Miami. Just, you got to get ready for it. They're not going to accept you, and I'm talking about Scientology. I go another 5 minutes after the cramps hit me. I'm gonna push it. I'm fat. Let's go. What would John Cena do? And I I'm not caring what the cramps are saying. I'm not turning around. I keep going. And the fitness app, I look down. The fitness app has told me I've gone 2 miles. And right when I looked at the 2 miles and how far away I was from home, red alarms. Dee 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 dee. Red alarm. It's going down. It's the submarine is sinking. We're hit. You need to get to the bathroom now. You need to knock a kid off an electric scooter, knock an old person off an electric bike, not a regular bike. You can't do that, big boy, in this condition. You need something that's going to push you. You know what I mean? Any working, I'm at a point, I don't know if you had to go to the bathroom this bad. You can't even run. Like, I was thinking, fuck it, like, we'll lose along, let's just get there. Because I'm wearing white shorts, guy. I don't know what I was thinking. And it's not fully getting dark. This is like 6:30. It's not. You can still see. I'm praying for the sun to go down. I'm like a vampire out there. I'm like, come on, go down, go down. Because if I shit my pants, I don't want anyone to see this horror moment, you know? Um, I'm walking back home with my ass clenched. I look like a runway model, okay? And people are driving by. I'm looking at their expressions. They're like, what's wrong with this bald fellow? You know, the guy was old. He used the word fellow. I finally got another cramp, which felt like the final cramp, the one, money shot. You're going down unless you pick up speed and hit back, because you're not going to win this battle. So I decided to look around. It's one of those tough decisions you got to make in life. Do you still try to walk clenched for another mile and a half and hope you make it in white shorts in broad daylight? Or do you go caveman style? Geico, the caveman, whatever fucking insurance company that was. Oh, I went caveman. I went on someone's lawn. And I'm not talking about their dad named lawn. I'm talking about right there. Now I went on someone's side of their house with a bush there. Let me tell you, if you think taking a dump in a restaurant with people talking and waiting for you to finish is tough to go and uncomfortable, try squatting. I don't have the squatting body, sorry guy. I haven't squatted since 95, Squat. And there was like a tiny little bush. You could still see me. You know what I mean? And I always got to poop with my shirt off. So I took my shirt off and I'm squatting. And, I kind of had a religious moment because no one drove by. Can you believe that? Now, I will say this. I came to a moment where I didn't know what to wipe my ass with. And I looked down, I got these tall white socks, with the two colored lines on the top. I'm talking about two black people. I'm talking about two red lines. So I take those off, wipe my ass, and as I'm doing the final wipe, I kind of have the shorts up. Someone drove by and looked at me like, "Oh, what?" But they didn't even think about it. People don't really pay attention. That's the crazy part. That's how criminals get away with stuff. Now you got cameras and all that, but majority of part, people don't pay attention. You know, you can be eating a sandwich and it's falling all over your shirt right there in the front row of a Walmart and no one's looking at you. And if they do, they look away out of shame for you. No experience there. So I go behind this bush, okay? And as I'm walking away from it, the owner pulls in. They're kind of looking at me. And they're still kind of looking at me, but they're in the car, and I just quickly walk. Now I'm kind of like brisk walking, like a old Asian lady in the wintertime. And I'm just hoping this person never recognizes me in the neighborhood because it's about a mile and a half away from my house. So did they discover it? They had to, right? Did they think, damn it, someone's dog shit on the lawn? Didn't they see the sign? And there was a sign, but it said, no dogs pooping, can poop here. Never said about humans. I get why people invented toilets. And at one point, they invented toilets, but people could still see you. Like, hey, Bob, hey, how's it going? It's like on your front lawn. Hey, yeah, what's up? And then they realized one day someone crapped like covered, not by accident, bushes or whatever this toilet was placed, right? In a walled area. And the guy pooped way easier, way more comfortably. And he's like, you know what? Let's build that wall. Let's build some walls so no one could see you because it's way better to crap when no one can see you. And that, my friend, was the Roman Empire. Caesar came up with that. Caesar. I was at the liquor store the other day and I noticed they had Magnum condoms right next to the Swisher Sweet cigars. You know, the ones meant for rolling up marijuana. I'm like, those two things kind of go together if you're a certain color. They know their customers. They have a demographic that we know what they're who they're targeting. Fubu, Nike, Air Jordan. My gym has an elevator, and I've seen non-old disabled people take the elevator. I'm like, I'm taking the stairs. I'm the most out of shape. I'm like Shrek, dude. When I go to the gym, I gotta go on the off hours when there's like weirdos. You know, you ever go like on a Sunday night and it's just like people in jean pants cut into jean shorts. Fucking, there was one dude like chewing tobacco, and I swear to God, he was drinking. The water bottle was in a paper bag. Who puts a water bottle in a paper bag? And just like old people that don't leave a machine. There was one old Asian lady on one of those machines that moved like this. She just stayed there the whole workout. I went around the gym a couple times, did the treadmill, jumped up and down, and she's still on the thing. And she's like, you know, hanging towels and doing laundry and cooking orange chicken. I'm like, what the hell? Have you ever seen someone on a machine like they did all their exercises on a machine. Hey, guess what? I want to use it, you know? And I'd walk by and give her looks, and she looked at me like I was just some dweeb. She bullied me with her, you know, I felt like it was like, you know, like a star quarterback at the local high school, because that's the way you're acting here. Whatever your name is, probably something I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce anything on. There's items on Mexican menus, restaurant menus, that I wish I could have, but I don't order them because I don't know how to say them and I don't want to try. You ever try to say something in another language? They look at you and they laugh and they're like, "This idiot." You know, they never give you credit for almost getting it. I'm trying. I have a fucking lisp. I don't want to go through it. I can't even see through it. I want a burrito. I mean, come on, you know? And then you ever like get a burrito and then I don't even intentionally do this, but I just do it. I go, and carne asada. I just somehow, I don't know why. I don't do it on purpose like how my dad used to do it on purpose at drive-throughs. The accent comes out. My dad purposely, as a joke, it was the 90s, he would order the food as whatever the person sounded like on the other side. Oh, we probably got spit, hair, cum. We probably got hella shit in our food, and we'd pull up, and they would be like, "What the hell?" And he'd just do his voice. He wouldn't even. I mean, now if he was doing that shit now, I'd be recording him. He'd be getting death threats, but it'd probably be great comedy on YouTube, right? But oh my God, just I was so embarrassed. I didn't even see it as funny or wrong. Like I was like embarrassed because you know it's like they're gonna be pissed. Like they just look at you like, oh, you're just mocking us. Like, you know, he definitely did the Indian accent. He definitely did the Asian. One time he did black lady. Shaniqua here, no mo, two cheeseburgers fast. A motherfucking I mean, we pull up and they're like, you know, they're getting ready to talk some business to a fellow, you know, cohort, and it's an old white guy with glasses, out of shape, with a sun bearing his face, like, ugh. I basically lived with Steve-O. No, not that bad. Oh my God, can you imagine peak Steve-O? and he's your dad. Oh my God, you'd be dead. You'd be fucking, you wouldn't make it 6 months. He'd be like, "Hey, man, I can't do Steve. Hey, yeah, go off a ramp and I'll throw you. You're my baby, and I'll catch you, and we'll smoke meth and jump off a flagpole." And yeah, thank God that guy's sober. I don't think he has kids still, which is, he probably can't because I think most of the stunts were like, "Here's a hammer. Here's my nuts." Don't try that. And then dude, when that shit was coming out in the beginning, it was either Jackass or CKY. There was no, "Hey, don't try this at home." And even when they came out with that, then it really was like, okay, we're trying this at home. It probably would have been better for them to keep it, not "Don't do this." But people were doing shit and dying, hurt. I mean, I knew some people got hurt. I filmed a dude taking a shit. I mean, it got weird. But we made a show. I don't know where it is. I bet you that it's somewhere. There's some stuff I probably can't even look at that we filmed, and be like, "Oh my God, we were so dumb. It's just gonna make us feel bad." Like, "Oh my God, we could have died," you know. Um, Women live longer. Yeah, because men gamble on sports. We watch sports. We bet the coworker lunch. We have a coworker tell us, "I have a bookie. Do you want to use this site?" And now you're gambling a lot. "Why aren't you giving me that much money for rent?" Whoopsie. I thought I know a lot about sports and I can tell the future. I need that fucking sports almanac from uh, Back to the Future, the book that tells you future scores. Oh, can you imagine? And everyone in the family would be like, "How is this guy making so much money now? He's a moron. His comedy sucks. His shirts, they get fucking, look at this. The collar's all stretched out." But he cracks a mean joke about himself. I was so high the other day, I forgot it was almost home, and I saw blood on a door, and it said, keep out, help," and like smeared. I'm like, for a moment, this is how, like, kids, I'm telling you, I thought about calling help. I thought about like knocking on the door, like, "Hey, are you all right? Like, are you cool?" But like part of me like avoided it. Like I think saw a car crash one time and just like saw a guy like hanging out. I was like, "I gotta go. I can't deal with this. We're driving. We're hanging." So yeah, this is it's creepy too. I'll take walks at night, which is just a creepy thing to do in general. But it's getting dark early, and I'll have to shit on lawn. But also now I go. Now I don't eat anything before. I'm like an athlete, which is hard for me to not eat anything before. I'm like, don't eat right before. Don't get it all out. I'll just pound coffee just to flush it all out, and then have to go on a walk in a certain moment. We're traumatized. We're like someone that's been to war, but don't tell a veteran I did that comparison. I'll get fucking shot. This pocket. This is. Oh man, we're having fun. Are we having fun? I hope. I hope we're still going. But yeah, Halloween's creepy when you're walking around at night. People set up the dummies on the chair, and like for a moment, I thought a guy was real. I'm like, this is. I gotta walk during the day or just put down the pipe, one of the two. Well, we know what we're not doing actually. I hate the quote, "Happiness is within." Really? Because I'm looking for it. You got a map? Where is it? Is Indiana Jones around or is he too old? Dora? She get murdered. She's a little kid. I don't see her lasting that many seasons. They had this little girl running around the jungle for 10 seasons. Oh, yeah, really? Half a season, maybe. Probably first episode. Murdered, monkeys eaten, alligator ate her pelvis and then pooped on her face. Do you think if Jesus was ugly, they would have all these pictures of him? Do you guys think that? All these paintings and photos of Jesus, if he was just like, Would they be praising an ugly guy? Or maybe he was, but now people are portraying him because he's good looking. And there's some pictures I'm like, is that guy a model? Oh no, it's Jesus. And they just make him so, if he was ugly, just speaking from an ugly, bald, bearded man, I wouldn't want my features changed. I want you to keep me how I walked on water. I don't need to be good looking to be a star, you know. And that's what a lot of people have you seen like I'll just say some famous comedians, Bill Burr, ugly. Great at comedy. Who's another one? Pretty much all. I think there's like a couple good looking comedians, and then it's pretty much all of them. And it makes me feel better about myself. I'm like, I'm gonna be a star. This is gonna work out. But you don't have to be good looking. Look at George Bush, ugly dude. Uh, Michelle Obama. She's all right, kind of manly. Um, Donald Trump, bloated. I was surprised he didn't die. Um, Biden's got that smile. I don't mind the smile. That's a pretty good smile. He's still got the. I'm sure he's still banging tens. Well, because he's president too. But who's ugly? Just thinking presidents and comedians. I don't know why. But there's some ugly ones that are somewhat famous. And if Jesus was ugly, let him rock the ugly face. That's all I gotta say. I'm a realist. And just you look at some things, a lot of things, you're like, did someone alter that? Did some priest go, oh, I think he was good looking? And now he's, fucking looking like a runway model from Paris, just a handsome fella. You think there's any chicks that's ever masturbated to Jesus? I know it's blasphemy. And you know what? I'm so conditioned from church growing up. I'm like scared to like even joke about it. I'm like, I'm gonna get hit with lightning, and then they're gonna find this, and they're gonna see. I'm getting shortness of breath right now. I'm getting murdered. But you think any chicks have ever, you know, is that unholy or is that positive because he was a good guy, good, good person to, release to? You're not looking at a bad boy like some of the members of Motley Crue. The teacher, oh, that teacher that used to say there's no stupid question set you up. Because in the real world, there's stupid questions. Woo, I've gotten yelled at. Even my mom told me that. Oh, there's no stupid question, really. You hear someone pulling up the trash can. Hang on. It's such a friendly neighborhood that even having the garage door open a little bit, they'll come over and go, they'll pop their head. I've literally had a neighbor go, I'm in here hitting this like I'm a Native American looking for answers on a mission, dude. I'm trying to see the horse god. I'm going for it. And the old neighbor just go, hi, how you doing? I'm like, Jesus, you guys are. It's too nice. I wish I kind of lived in the ghetto or somewhere dangerous where people aren't doing that. But it's great. But we had to close it just because we closed out the show. You gotta close the close. I think Martin Short said that one time. But found out. Oh, this is true right here. I found out my kid helps the disabled kids at lunch. He's used to helping me. Just after a couple, you drive, kid. I like getting high and driving with my kid. He's young, so it's fun, We both giggle, we both laugh, and we're both scared on the bridge going to San Francisco. Kidding. I don't, Mom. Don't take it away. Um, Women talk more to each other when they hang out than men. And you see the women fighting. You know why men don't fight? Because we don't talk that much. You guys go over emotion. Hey, you made me feel like this the other day when you said Captain isn't good. I didn't like the shoes. They look too much like mine. They talk too much. There's stuff guys want to say to each other, but we don't because we know how not to start wars. Helen of Troy, aka my wife. Um, so uh, women, if you don't want to fight so much, don't talk as much. I know it's kind of hard to do. I'm sexist. I'm misogynistic. I know. And I know I got a lot of male listeners, and I got some women listeners that know I'm joking, and I got a lot of women listeners that didn't know I was joking and just went, "Sayonara, idiot." But we're here. Hey, fuck it, we're queer, and not really, kid. Don't call mom. These are jokes, but I wouldn't. Nothing wrong with that. If you are, we'll still talk to you. We'll hang out on holidays. But yeah, we're having fun and we're joking around, and that's what life's about. It's about not taking stuff serious. And these times that we live in, and I'm being real on that, I can't even open up the internet without seeing depressing stuff about, horribleness. You know what I mean? That's the phone. It's Dr. Horrible. It's Dr. Evil, these things. Not a lot of good comes from the phone. Um, but I try to make a little good with a little stupid humor, crazy humor, whatever you want to categorize me, idiot humor. That makes sense. Goofball, whatever. I'm doing it. I'm doing something. I'm trying to have fun and bring people. And, we got to appreciate the times we live in and appreciate the days we have because you never know. You know what I mean? And I never do that. I never get real on this podcast. I had to get real at the end because life, sometimes you have to break it down. And I am breaking it down, and my body's breaking it down. We need to go to bed. We need to see if we won any sports gambling bets. Don't tell the wife. But hopefully we did. Hang on, we'll check it live. You'll get a live reaction. See if I won. You want to see a live? Oh, it's still going. We're still good. Ooh, you guys almost was gonna see screaming. We're still good. We're still hanging on. We need the Golden Knights to score one more goal, baby. Anytime you bet on sport, it could be any team. It could be the North Koreans. As long as you got money on them, go, beat them, go. Okay, this podcast is brought to you by Silvertongue Audio. Go to silvertongueaudio.org. And you will see my podcast there, free to download, Midnight in the Bay. You'll see Dazed and Disturbed, which is a fun podcast where the host hangs out with Mary Jane. Don't know what that's like. And they go on a journey in a dark subjects. It's fun. It's clever. It's comedy. It's Dazed and Disturbed. And we've got another podcast, NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a great, if you couldn't guess it, video game, entertainment, talk show. And let me tell you, a lot of the hosts and guests know what they're talking about. It's fun, it's creative, it's entertaining, and it's all free at silvertongueaudio.org. That's the podcast. Come see me live at Roof Lounge, November 3rd, comedy. New one in Santa Rosa. It's going to be a great show. Come see me, baby. 8 o'clock, Bail Proof Lounge, Santa Rosa. November 3rd.